In the Caribbean, in the last 5 years or so, we've seen a significant increase in major disasters, not just in intensity, but also in frequency. We've seen Category 5 storms, a volcanic eruption in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, earthquakes in Haiti measuring above 7 in magnitude. And this trend we've seen is expected to continue. All of these disasters actually triggered calls for international humanitarian assistance. And the process for getting aid, quality aid into these countries that is on time is no easy task. In 2017, after Hurricane Maria struck Dominica, we saw large influxes of humanitarian personnel entering the country, of course, wanting to help. But there were no laws and policies to regulate their operations. There were a lot of challenges on the ground in coordination and logistics, and frustrations, unfortunately, for the national authorities. To overcome these kinds of challenges, the IFRC developed what we call the IDRL Guidelines, which were developed for the purpose of assisting governments to better regulate and facilitate the entry of international disaster assistance. In our region, CDMA developed model legislation on comprehensive disaster management, which incorporates some aspects of the IDRL guidelines, which has helped some governments in strengthening their disaster laws and policies. Since 2013, when the model legislation was first developed, the disaster landscape has definitely intensified, and so there is a need to update this legal framework. In November 2021, at the Caribbean IDRL workshop, IFRC and CDMA agreed to pursue the establishment of an IDRL working group to strengthen our legal preparedness in light of the major disasters affecting our region.
What's the best way of being ready to receive the support from our allies and partners in the Caribbean and from outside of the region?
We hope that the IDRL working group can be a real driver for legislative change in the Caribbean, where we see more Caribbean countries developing comprehensive disaster management laws that actually incorporate the recommendations of the IDRL guidelines.